All right, welcome back to Coffee Collaboration with me, your host, Clementine, from Seattle Coffee Gear. Today, we're going to be exploring coffee jelly, real popular in Japan. I've never had it, and I've never made it. So let's explore this journey together. All right, are you ready for jelly? Here we go. Step number 1, here's what you do. Here, you know what? Back up. Here's what all right, so the ingredients that you need. Number 1, you have to have 5 cups of water. Number 2, you have to have 370 milliliters of evaporated milk. You've got to have 300 milliliters of condensed milk, and you have to have a whopping cup of half and half. All right, and this will be what you put your jelly in. In order to make your jelly, you're going to use your water that you have over here. So you're going to use your water, and you're going to put that in a heating element source of heat. And then you're going to put in, half a cup of sugar, which we're using raw sugar because it's good. You're not obligated, however, I would recommend it because, again, it's good. You're going to do 2 tablespoons of instant coffee. And that's right, it's instant. So no, we don't sell instant coffee at Seattle Coffee Gear, but it dissolves really well for the recipe that we're creating today. So that's what we're using, instant coffee. We're also using a unique ingredient called agar powder or gulamin, sort of like gelatin, but made using not animals' hooves. So optimal solidifying ingredient. Okay, so, and then this is gonna go inside of our liquids. So jellies and liquids. So all right, here we go. Let's make our jellies. Step number 1, turn on your heating source. Let's get this guy on to about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Step number 2, put your 5 cups of water inside of your area. Okay. And then let's put in the sugar. Okay. And then let's talk. I'll tell you what. The order of ingredients doesn't really matter. So, but I'm gonna put the coffee in second. All right, that went well. And I'm going to wait for it to heat up a little bit at this point. What we want is for it to be boiling. Because right now I'm pretty much just pushing around the solids in cold water, and it's not really doing anything right now. So that's how cooking works. Heat. All right. So we'll be right back once it reaches the boiling point. All right, so just before it boiled, I went ahead and I added in our gulamin to the concoction. So it's about boiling now. We could turn the temperature up a little bit more, but we really just want it to be hot enough that everything dissolves in the water. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat now. And the next few steps that you're going to want to take in preparation is just let your pre-jelly concoction cool down a little bit, and then you want to put it in the refrigerator and let it solidify. It shouldn't take more than 2 hours, so it's actually pretty quick. It's a much easier recipe than it might seem, because it's actually, if you have 2 hours before you need your coffee jellies, which how often do you need coffee jellies? I don't know, whenever you want them, I guess. So, but anyways, so I'm gonna put this down in our tiny refrigerator that we keep under the counter. Yep. Oh boy, and would you look at that? I talk about quick. That it's already ready for us here now. So yeah, it turned out really great. Turned out really great. You know, it's definitely solid. It's what you want. So the next step, once you've got your jelly crafted, is you're gonna cut your jelly. So go ahead and cut it into tiny little squares. My squares, I think, actually are too big. Shoot. Yep. So you got your vertical cuts, and then you're going to want to do your horizontal cuts, and that's what's going to be the square initiator. Is the two lines that join. Amazing. So you can see here, we've got a lot of squares. Pretty cool, actually. And really pretty solid, too. So they should really just lift off. Whoa, oh. So, all right. Pretty cool. Little jellies. That was my favorite part so far. Okay, so the next part is you're going to ingest them. So step number 1 for this process is you have to have milk. So so we've got a cup of half and half here. Plop that in to our mixing bowl. We've got 300 milliliters of our condensed milk, and we've got 370 milliliters of our evaporated milk. Stir all your milks together, make a milk concoction. And then the last thing you're going to add to your milks is a teaspoon of the same coffee that you put in your jelly. So a coffee that will complement the taste of the jelly you made. And so obviously your milk's not hot. So that's why it kind of also helps to have instant coffee, because it's just easier for it to dissolve. Depends on what you're going for, though, because there's a lot of good coffees out there that would add to the flavor in a special way that instant coffee can't really beat or match or even come close to. So, okay, we're pretty much ready to combine our stuff that we made. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our jellies into the cup. Step number 1 for the final step, jellies. again, you want to have a fair amount of jellies in your cup of jelly. That's probably enough. Okay. I am definitely going to spill this. I should. Okay. So here we go. Oh my God, I didn't spill. Cool. All right, so that looks really cool. I mean, it looks like ice cubes that were made with coffee, but the texture is completely different and it won't freeze your mouth. So it's a different experience. And let's see if it's worth the time and the effort to make. Oh, that's so good. It's so sweet. It's a little bit hard to drink, but I think that's because I cut the jelly so big. Like, it's huge. It's really good. What was I even saying? Definitely worth the time and the effort to make. Yep. So definitely I would recommend it. It's delicious. Tastes even with that instant coffee, it tastes really good. That jelly is a cool texture too. Gulamin, made with gulamin. And it only takes about 2 hours to solidify again, so it's delicious. Okay, so thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing this cup of coffee with me. I love to drink coffee and milk and sugar and all of those together at the same time. So thanks again. I hope you have a really great day. And if you have any ideas in the future about what we can make, definitely drop that in the comment section. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want to subscribe, we also have a subscribe button so that you can see our next video. So thanks again. All right, have a fantastic day, and we'll see you next time. Okay.